The most powerful people in the room are never the loudest. They don't beg for attention. They don't explain themselves. They walk in and something shifts. No words, no warnings, just presence. And suddenly, respect follows.
How to command respect without saying a word. Respect is not demanded. It is not begged for. It is not announced. Respect is felt before you ever open your mouth. There are people who walk into a room and silence follows them, not because they're loud, not because they threaten, but because something about them carries weight. Their presence settles the air. Their stillness speaks louder than arguments. You feel it before you understand it. That is not charisma. That is not luck. That is inner command. Most people believe respect comes from titles, from money, from approval, from being liked. Dale Carnegie taught something far more uncomfortable and far more powerful. Respect flows toward certainty, self-control, and quiet strength, toward the person who does not chase validation because they have already decided who they are. The world is noisy. Everyone is explaining themselves. Everyone is defending themselves. Everyone is trying to prove something. And in that chaos, the person who does not need to prove anything becomes impossible to ignore. You don't command respect by talking more. You command it by needing less. Think about Abraham Lincoln in the darkest hours of a divided nation. He did not shout. He did not posture. He carried himself with gravity, patience, and moral clarity. His words mattered because his presence had already earned attention. Or consider Henry Ford, mocked, ridiculed, doubted, yet unshaken. While others laughed, he worked. While others argued, he built. Respect followed results, but it began with composure. The first foundation of silent authority is self-mastery. If you cannot control your reactions, the world controls you. Every emotional outburst hands your power away. Every need to be right exposes insecurity. Every rush to speak before thinking weakens your stance. The disciplined mind moves slowly, deliberately, with intention. It listens more than it speaks. It observes patterns others miss. And when it finally acts, it does so with precision. People do not respect volatility. They respect stability. They do not trust chaos. They trust consistency. This is why calm people intimidate the undisciplined. Calm suggests preparation. Calm suggests depth. Calm suggests that you have faced storms before and survived without breaking. Your posture speaks before your voice ever can. Your habits introduce you before your name is known. A person who keeps promises, especially to themselves, develops an invisible backbone. A person who arrives prepared does not need to announce competence. A person who is comfortable with silence does not fear judgment. These signals register instantly, even if no one can explain why. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. Edison was told he was too stupid to learn. Carnegie himself started as a poor immigrant, mocked for his accent and background. None of them argued their critics into respect. They outgrew them. They let time, discipline, and relentless improvement do the talking. Respect follows trajectory. Another pillar of commanding respect without words is clarity. Unclear people seek permission. Clear people create gravity. When you know what you stand for, what you tolerate, and what you will walk away from, your boundaries speak louder than confrontation ever could. You don't need to threaten consequences when your standards are visible in your actions. People adjust themselves around you because they sense the line, even if you never draw it out loud. Indecision leaks authority. Clarity radiates it.
You see this in leaders, athletes, artists, anyone who has done the internal work. They move with direction. They don't chase every opportunity. They choose, and choice, when backed by discipline, creates respect. But clarity alone is not enough. It must be paired with restraint. The strongest people are not those who react fastest, but those who can pause. Restraint is the language of confidence. When you do not rush to respond, when you do not flinch at provocation, when you do not explain yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you, you communicate strength without aggression. Silence, used correctly, becomes a statement. This is not passivity, it is control. It is knowing that your energy is too valuable to waste on noise. As you move through the world, understand this. People are always watching how you treat pressure, how you treat those who can do nothing for you, how you treat yourself when no one is applauding. These moments, invisible to you, are loud to everyone else. Respect is built in private. Presence is the compound interest of daily discipline. And once you build it, you will notice something strange. People listen more closely, interrupt you less, challenge you differently, not because you demanded it, but because you earned it long before the conversation began. And this is only the beginning.
Respect deepens when discipline becomes visible without being advertised. There is a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you can endure discomfort without complaint. Most people broadcast their struggles, hoping for sympathy, validation, or reassurance. But the person who suffers silently, who improves privately, who sharpens their edge when no one is watching, that person begins to carry an unspoken authority. Dale Carnegie emphasized that character is revealed under pressure, not comfort. Anyone can appear impressive when conditions are perfect. True presence is forged when plans collapse, when recognition is absent, when effort goes unseen. That is when inner standards either hold or break. And people sense this. Humans are instinctively drawn to strength that does not need applause. Consider this. The loudest voice in the room is often the least certain. The one who constantly explains, defends, or justifies themselves is subconsciously asking for permission to exist as they are. But the individual who moves forward without explanation signals something far more powerful. They trust their own judgment. Trust in yourself is contagious. When you stop needing approval, others begin to offer respect, not because they suddenly changed, but because you did. Another layer of commanding respect without words is alignment. Your actions must agree with your values. When there is no contradiction between what you believe and how you behave, your presence becomes solid. People may not agree with you, but they will feel the consistency, and consistency creates credibility. This is why hypocrisy erodes authority instantly, and integrity builds it slowly but permanently. Integrity is doing the right thing when it costs you something. It is choosing long-term character over short-term comfort. It is saying no when yes would be easier. Every time you honor your principles in silence, you reinforce your inner structure, and that structure shows in how you walk, how you listen, how you decide. Think of a seasoned boxer stepping into the ring. He doesn't boast, he doesn't rush. His movements are economical, his eyes calm, his breathing controlled. The crowd feels it before the first punch is thrown. That same energy applies in life. Mastery speaks without language. And mastery is built through repetition, not motivation. This is where most people fail. They want respect without the boring work. They want presence without patience. They want authority without self-discipline. But the world does not reward wishes, it responds to patterns. Daily habits create long-term presence. How you start your mornings, how you finish your days, how you treat small commitments, how you speak when emotions rise. These moments stack quietly, shaping the way others experience you. Even your listening carries weight. When you listen fully, without interrupting, without planning your reply, you signal confidence. You are not threatened by other voices because you trust your own. That calm attention makes people feel seen, and people respect those who make them feel understood without trying to dominate them. Power does not rush. Power does not beg. Power does not explain itself to everyone. Look at history again. Lincoln waited, observed, endured criticism, and spoke only when clarity demanded it. Carnegie built relationships not by impressing, but by understanding. They commanded respect because their inner world was ordered before they attempted to influence the outer one. And here is the truth most never accept. You cannot fake presence. You can mimic confidence for a moment, but inconsistency exposes it. Presence is the byproduct of self-respect, and self-respect is earned through discipline, honesty, and resilience. When you begin to respect yourself deeply, privately, you stop tolerating what diminishes you. You stop over-explaining. You stop shrinking. You stop reacting emotionally to every challenge. And the world adjusts. Not because you asked it to, but because you changed the signal. Commanding respect without saying a word is not about dominance. It is about depth. It is about becoming so internally aligned that your silence carries meaning, your actions carry weight, and your presence carries certainty. And as this certainty grows, something powerful happens. You stop trying to be seen. And that is exactly when you become unforgettable.
This channel isn't for everyone. It's for those who choose discipline over excuses.